Hey guys, it's Paige at Comfort Books, and I'm here for a February, March, and April wrap-up. I think the only reason why I didn't do wrap-ups for the last couple months is because I have not been reading. The last 3 months I haven't read that many books. I have to say, though, this month, in May, I have read 4 books already. 4, maybe 5. I think it might be 5. Because I went on vacation, so I had a week off of work, and I'm done with school, so I've had a lot of time to read, and I'm very excited because I'm getting up to my Goodreads goal. My goal was to read, I think, 60 or 70 books again, because last year I read, I don't even know, I just know that it wasn't my goal, and it was well less than what my reading was the year before. So, I'm trying to get back up there with my books. So, I've only read, in the first 3, February, March, and April months, I didn't read too much because I was working and going to school. But I did read a few, so I'm going to show you what those are. I don't have any physical copies to show you because the 2 books that I do have physical copies of are in my room at my mom's house, not in my apartment. And then the rest are ebooks. And then there's one I borrowed from work, so I don't have that one either. So I'm going to show you the covers on my phone, though. Hopefully you can see them. Start off, in February, I finished Still Alice. I wish I could show you this, but you really can't see it because it's my phone. You can kind of see it like that, but that's the cover. I wish I could change that for you, but oh well. But it's Still Alice by Lisa Genova. It's about a woman who gets diagnosed when she's about mid-40s, with early onset Alzheimer's, and it's pretty much just about her life before her finding out, and then her and her family dealing with that diagnosis, and it's really good. I bought it at Walmart one day, even though I was on a book buying ban, and I was like, nope, not going to get any books ever. And then I went to Walmart, picked it up, and I was like, oh, it's only a couple bucks, I'll get it. And I read it in I didn't read it in a day. On Goodreads, it took me a while, but the only reason why is because I had to put it down for a review book that I finished in January. So that's why it took so long. But I really did read a lot of it, a good chunk of it when I first got it that first night, and then I had to finish the rest of it in February, so that's why it's a February read. So that was an amazing book. I think I gave it 5 stars. I definitely want to check out the movie. I wanted to wait until after I read the book to check out the movie. I actually sold a copy of Still Alice to a woman 2 or 3 days ago, and I was like, oh, I love this book, I hope you enjoy it. And she's like, yeah, have you seen the movie yet? And I was like, no, I wanted to read the book and then watch the movie, and I read the book, so now I have to watch the movie eventually. I'm waiting for it to come out on DVD, and I think it is. I'm not sure yet, but it should. I'm waiting for it to come out in Redbox, not DVD. So yeah. She said that she hadn't read it yet or watched the movie, so she's excited. So that should be good. Okay, so that's everything I finished in February because again I've been busy. March I finished 2 books. The first one is called A Flower in the Snow, and it looks like this. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what it looks like. I'll have all the titles and stuff and covers linked below so you can see them, but that's what it looks like. It's about, this was a review book. The author contacted me and asked if I would review this, and maybe my mom read it too, because my mom was interested. My mom hasn't read it yet, but hopefully she will soon. But it's a true story about how his daughter was shot in the head at a prom after party that she was at when she went to her prom. So, it's about his daughter, Bryn, and she obviously is no longer with us because at her after prom party, she was shot in the head by a drunk idiot, if I may say. So that the book is about it begins with learning about her, a little bit about her, and then learning about her death, and then it goes on with the family's grievance, the father's grievance, and getting into the father's past. And most of the past connects to the murder, but the last couple chapters, or maybe the last chapter, doesn't really, at least I don't see how it connects. It was hard for me to kind of understand. I talk about that a lot in my book talk. If you want to check that out, I'll leave that below. I did about, I don't remember how long it was. I think it was pretty long though, a book talk about this book and everything I had, feelings toward it and stuff. It was really good, don't get me wrong. I just think that last chapter was not necessary, because maybe it was necessary, I just didn't understand it. I don't know, maybe it's just me. The last book I finished in March was one of my favorites from the whole year so far, and that is We Should Hang Out Sometime by Josh Sundqvist, whatever. I borrowed this from work because, as you know, I work at Barnes & Noble and I'm allowed to borrow hardcovers. So I saw this, read the inside flap, and was like, oh, I need to borrow this because I really want to see, it sounds good. I loved this book to pieces. It's about a 25-year-old guy who is writing it. It's writing about his life because when he got diagnosed with cancer when he was young, and he ended up having to have his leg amputated. And so it's basically his story about how he always had a hard time finding a girlfriend because, I don't know, there was various reasons. He just didn't think to ask her out, or she turned him down, and there was like a lot of different reasons as to why he never had a girlfriend until he was like 25. But it's a lighthearted, funny, cute story, and it's not loaded down with emotions and like seriousness. He makes a lot of jokes out of his love life, which I think is good that he's able to do that now. I think probably because he's happy in his relationship now. I feel like if he wasn't happy, it would be hard. But anyways, it was a good book. I love how he set it up. If you happen to see this in a store or in the library, pick it up because it was really, really good. I wonder if I turn the brightness down on my phone, you'd be able to see it better. Oh, you can! Why didn't I do that before? Okay, here's the first title. And then here's Still Alice. I don't know, maybe you can see that. Who knows? Okay, so those are all the books I finished in March. And then the last book that I finished, the last and only book I finished in April, is a book I also got for review, but it was an ebook. And that's Ghost Hand by Ripley Patton. I really liked this book. It was the first ebook that I finished really quickly, I might add, because usually I take forever to read ebooks. So it's about a girl who was born with, I can't remember, they used letters for it in the book, but I can't remember. I think it was like PSS, that sounds right. And she's born with a ghost hand, and like there's I don't even know what I'm saying, and I can't edit this, so I'm sorry. But there's other people in the world that she lives in that are born with PSS, and it's not only their hand. Like, she meets someone in the book that has a PSS nose, she meets somebody in the book that has a PSS whole chest, and somebody that has a PSS private area, which I thought was pretty entertaining in the whole book. But it's just her story on finding out that she is being hunted by people who want to use her hand for evil. And so she meets a guy who also has PSS, or she meets a guy with a group that has PSS, and they go off on an adventure to try to stop the people that are following them, which it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. It was a short book, but it was really good. So if you have an opportunity to read it, I think it's free on Amazon right now, so definitely check that out. And it's a series, so I'm going to hopefully get the next book in the series soon. That's not free, but I know the first book is, well, it was free last time I checked, so go check it out. It might be free on Amazon. I'll leave a link below if it is. But thank you guys for watching. This is my February, March, and April wrap-up. I will definitely do my May wrap-up on time because I read quite a few books. But that's it. Sorry for all the mess-ups and my talking. I haven't done a video in a while, so I'm just like blah, blah, blah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.